first time doing this, so I might get a little shaky. I'm not allowed to talk about Oprah, so I'm doing the next best thing, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is an extraordinary woman. She has triumphed over obstacles that would break your average person. And I believe she has changed single-handedly American history by herself. Born April 4th, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri, she dealt with daily racial discrimination. At age 8, she did suffer rape. She was raped by her mother's boyfriend while her mother was gone at work. She was too afraid to tell any of her family, but when she finally did come to her family to tell them what had happened, her uncles retaliated and ended up kicking the culprit to death. Maya took this very, very deeply. It hurt her. She ended up becoming a mute for several years until she was 13 years old. During this time, you'd seen on Soul Sunday interview with Oprah, she tells about how during this time she used it to listen, to learn, to observe the people around her, and to appreciate the gravity that words really have on other people and situations. This is when she also started to do her writing in journals, poems, stuff like that. Through her traumatic experience suffered as a child, Angelou began her road to history, appearing in off-Broadway productions such as 1957's Calypso's Heat Wave. That was her first one. She also did The Blacks featuring James Earl Jones in 1961. Maya was also an accomplished writer and civil rights activist. In 1964, she worked alongside Malcolm X right before he was assassinated. She also was personal friends and worked with Dr. Martin Luther King, who personally requested for her to take over the Northern Coordinator Southern Christianity Leadership Conference, which is a pretty big deal. She's mostly known for her 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. In 1971, she was nominated for a Pulitzer Prize, Just Give Me a Cool Drink of Water Before I Die. It's really inspirational if you've never read that. In 1993, she wrote a poem especially for President Bill Clinton's inaugural ceremony, and it was called The Pulse of Morning. And again, another very inspirational poem. You should always read that. My personal favorite, 1995's Phenomenal Woman, which she gave confidence to women across the world. And I'm going to end it off with what, again, my personal favorite of Phenomenal Woman. Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute. I'm not built to fit a fashion bottle size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's the reach of my arm, it's the span of my hips, it's the stride of my step, it's the curl of my lips. I am a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me.